The ghost situation is resolved, but watch out for this new change. Hood's regeneration has been nerfed, the inbox issue is driving people mad, and much, much more. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Wednesday. We have got so much to go over today, from information, updates, Kabam responding to stuff, you name it, we've got it, and we're going to be talking about mainly the update. As the new update is literally been riddled with just scuff, just lots of scuff from champions not like working correctly right the way through to the inbox bug. We're going to be going over a lot of stuff, so make sure to hit the like button. That really helps out the channel, and as well subscribe with post notifications on all, and help towards the subscription goal of 70,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I can't do it without you. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. It is indeed free. But also a massive thank you to those that support the channel through the medium of YouTube membership. You're on screen now, thank you so much. And those that support over on Patreon, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also those that come over and support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. If you don't know already, that's predominantly where I do a lot of my live streaming. You can find the link in the description. But those that do the Amazon Prime gaming sub, thank you so much. Also those that do tier 1 subs, gifted subs, and as well do the bits and all that lovely stuff. Thank you so much for the support. And on the stream today, by the way, we're going to be doing a little bit of the new quest, but to let you know what's going down, because it is update day, but also the info has dropped for the date when the International Women's Boss Rush is going to be put out. So that's going to be next Monday. So the International Women's Day Boss Rush is next Monday, 8th of March. And the quest, if you don't already, features Sorcerer Supreme, Elsa Bloodstone, Black Widow, Storm Pyramid X, Jubilee, and Tigra. But in any case, what we've got to do is look over what is gone down with the new update, and there's a lot of stuff. So I've seen a few things pointing out to problems with Civil Warrior and Massacre. So someone said here, using Civil Warrior and he's not pausing armor up buffs for 20 seconds when he launches a special, one of the best ways to build up armor up buffs and convert to Fury. Anyone else test this out? So again, I pointed at some of the abilities there, but a few people have said about that as well. I'm a little curious myself on the values, so people questioning the values of things. But when it comes to mainly what was said in the original post, it seems that many other players are giving that level of feedback. Kabam Valiant has asked for people to fill in the thingamajob, and just like, it's all well and good filling that out, but it's like, well, look, you're going to get this. You're going to get stuff that's kind of like just people giving different devices. But that's the thing. Civil Warrior, I will probably test that at some point. I got to be honest, the Angela and Hood buffs are two that I'm more interested with. And especially with the next one that we're going to talk about, the Massacre buff being a problem as well. This is a bit of an issue because some people are saying that they're not able to generate the Incinerate when it comes to this champion. It seems to be like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's very inconsistent. And Kamas is saying to trigger this bug, when he ignites the bat, just spam heavy till he reaches 10 charges. Funny ignited icon got charge count. After that, your bat won't incinerate, and asking to be charged. Blue and fire icon again, even though ignite icon is still there. Please fix. A video of which can be found on the forum thread, which we're watching right now. Like just sometimes showing the consistency of it, just that it's not like sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't pop up. Okay, so the Hood situation is a bit of a weird one because look, let's face it, by the weekend when we knew that this was going to be changed, there was a lot of things missing that a lot of players really liked about Hood, or the Hood. So the changes that were put in place, I don't know, like because I wasn't really a Hood player to start with. Yes, I had Hood, but I didn't play the champion. I had other champions that did similar things, not exactly, but similar things. So therefore, their rank at priority outweighed Hood at the time. However, though, with the champion's playstyle and what I saw from yesterday when I played the champion for the first time as a offensive-based champion under the new changes, I was actually relatively impressed. And it felt better, and it's a little more cleaner to refresh things of utility factors that I like. And especially the build-up of damage seemed to be very, well, fluid. But in any case, let's talk about the problems with the champion, the bugs with the champion, and just some other stuff as well. So you can see right here, and we'll get on to the regen. Don't you worry about that. We'll get on to the regen problems in a minute. The scaling up and grabbing of bullets, which, look, let's face it, that's an important narrative to kind of point out. Seems that from an awakened ability standpoint, that you are gaining a large amount from doing a heavy attack. So we're seeing here parry, heavy build of, was that 5 a time? We're just going to double check this. And build up, yeah, five a time. 5 bullets are built up from doing heavy attacks. Is that a problem? Well, it's not something that's overly been put in the abilities, and as well, just more info needs to be given out. The 3 bullets being granted are from knocking down the opponent, most likely a different bug, not confirmed. The regen is separate and a confirmed bug. Well, we know about that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Kabamzibit says he's looking into it, but I think that's the extent of the bullet build-up and how that works from either doing the nullification side of things, because that that interaction was it was against a venom. So you would be doing some kind of like nullification of sorts. So that could be where that's coming in, but Kabamzibit says he's looking into it. Now there's a lot of stuff to go over when it comes to Hood, so do bear with this segment. Now, there's not been a 100% confirmed bug on this, but the extent of charging up or kind of gathering bullets is something of a bone of contention, especially for the first part of this this video that I'm playing out here, because there's 2 nullifications that take place, but the person gains 5 bullets, although it should be a case based on the abilities that per nullified buff you gain 2 bullets. So 2 times 2 is 4 bullets. So why is there 5? That's the thing. Why is there an extra odd number? Because if there was, say, 3 buffs that were nullified, then you could theoretically gain 6. So it's just a bit odd there, because the other part of the ability is that make the opponent miss while invisible, load 1 bullet. So that again would kind of top up to the correct number. So it's kind of odd, and as said in the original post here about it being 3 to 5, or like 3, or it could be like 3 or 5. The rhyme or reason to that is not correct based on the abilities, and it's definitely something that Kabam have kind of said that they will look into. Also, if you're interested in seeing a different fight that's a non-buff champion, you can see the same process here. There we go, against Winter Soldier, gaining back those bullets, right? And what is he nullifying? You know, that's kind of like the best point out there about this showcasing this not working properly. So yeah, if there's anything that comes out of this, I'll let you know. But I mean, I found him fine the last time I played him yesterday. But something more crucial has changed about the champion. But yeah, we better get on to the Hood regeneration situation. Now, if you don't know already, if you saw yesterday's video, you'll know that the extensive amount of regeneration was meaning that I was gaining back, I think it was close to 433 per hit on tick. So it was a case like I was ending each fight on 100% health. So that was great. I had this kind of funny feeling like this doesn't seem right. I even said that in the video. I look at the abilities like this just doesn't read right. I understand there was meant to be some kind of interaction, but I was like, this doesn't look right. It doesn't look normal. And funnily enough, it was not normal. With Kabam even coming out within the same day with this info here saying, we have recently identified a bug with Hood's regeneration abilities. Hood's regeneration abilities should not be triggered when reapplying a stagger while one is currently active. As such, we have fixed his regeneration abilities so its intended state, which is to trigger only when stagger expires via time or when it nullifies a buff. So this fix should be in game right about now. It's sad. I like that element to it. It's annoying because it's like, look, I'm just kind of going like, I'm mourning over a champion I actually really enjoy. Did not enjoy the Hood to begin with. Now at the buff, I really like him, and I will be ranking up that champion in the next 7 days. But sad times. I kind of wish they wouldn't do that with that. But damn. Oh damn. Next up, and yeah, the in-game messages, 1047. Now, if you're not familiar, this kind of like just interacts with your stash. So if you've got a high stash number, it will interact with us. So I need to, if I clear my ISO, it would look better. If I cleared all the rubbish that's in here, I would do. But unfortunately, you know, due to reasons and stuff like needing to rank up champions and having too much tier 5 basic, first world Marvel Contest of Champions based problems, it's going to be there for a little while. However, though, where Kabam up to with getting this fixed? The answer is they don't really no, there's no real answer to it. It's annoying for people of the OCD nature problem. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me, but I can tell it bothering people. Command Boo saying, we're sorry you're seeing this. Please know that the team is definitely working on this. Thanks to your advance your patience. I hope that there's some some really strong OCD people in Kabama going like, we must get on this. I cannot stand looking at this because it's annoying a fair few amount of people. But the only other the best way to kind of like deal with this is just sort out your stash. If you can sort out your stash to the best of your ability now, it means it will go back to a more better number, so you won't feel so overly triggered by it. Okay, now we're just going to go over the ghost situation. Now, I was fairly silent on this as of yesterday, and I didn't really want to add much more to it. I saw Lagacy did a video and kind of cleared up a lot of stuff, but the problem is interaction, and as well just goes back to that age-old thing from Family Guy. You know, when he when Meg turns the thermostat and like Peter Griffin comes through the door like, who touched the thermostat? The thing is, all joking aside, players just like know when their champion is not responding well enough. I mean, you know, there have been secret changes in the past, like the rupture damage when it came to Sasquatch, which I don't think is properly recovered. But look, players were interacting with stuff like Daredevil's Hell's Kitchen. If you didn't read the changelog, it does kind of shout back to something of the past when I believe this champion had this kind of mechanic that was inputted into it, especially from Daredevil's perspective. Especially with, I think, interactions with real champions. It's like the time that Drax could deal with situations of astral evade from Mordo. It's just one of these little interactions I think were there for a long time. But yeah, Daredevil Classic and Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, these two champions now cannot miss when attacking, which is great for the interaction. I would say as well for people, it's just maybe not move on from Ghost, but don't look towards Ghost as being the one-size-fits-all for everything in the same way that people go like, oh, you must use Quake for this, use Ghost for this, use this for this. It's just like it gets a bit repetitive, and it's just nice to branch out and try different champions for different things. But that being said, let's have a look at the info on the subject. So just on the description, because it did feel that with a lot of this stuff, people maybe have missed some things. And it was just said the line in her phasing ability should read, while the precision is active, opponents cannot trigger their evade abilities. When SP1 and SP2 should say, when triggered immediately upon phasing, each hit is guaranteed critical and opponents cannot trigger their evade abilities. The team is working on getting these corrected to describe her abilities more clearer. And I think that's the problem when it comes to abilities changes. It can be very much like a bit of a scary thing, and that's the thing, like before the update, even as I say, critical hits cannot be evaded, non-critical hits, or no, sorry, can be evaded, and then while precision is active, opponents' evade abilities suffer minus 100% flat ability accuracy. So it's just a case of like, well, what's this, what's that, is that this, okay, does this mean it's going to be bad, change this, change that, and I guess that's the problem, like, did it need to be changed, and how specific needed to be? Does this cause a little bit of panic? Of course it does, and that's the thing with like Kabama, we'll have to be very careful in the future with how they word something and how it translates as well to other people, especially those that play certain champions a lot more than others. And now we move on to the final story of today, and that is arena predictions. All predictions are down below at the moment to check out. I've gone for a 26 mil for Civil Warrior. I think with the buff it's still alright, but at the same time it just falls into that category of I just don't know if it could be pushed that far up to about like 30 mil. It's up to you if you want to go that high, but I just feel this champion is going to go 26, maybe even 27 mil when it comes to Sunday's results. The 4-star version, 5.5 mil. I think that's going to be it. I don't think people are going to be too interested and probably already have a Civil Warrior. Professor X, I'm going for 1.9 mil. Even though 2 mil is my normal kind of threshold to get the champion, it just feels that some of these champions that are now entering into the basic aren't exactly popping off anything close to the 2.5 mil that they're used to of yesteryear. So yeah, 1.9 I'm going with this champion. That's been your Marvel Contest of Champions news for Wednesday. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the stories and coverage that we've done today. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe for more. Do bear in mind today is the big update day. So I'll be covering all the events. I'll be doing a deep dive into the side event first and then looking to then do content on some of the other stuff. So lots of info to be dropped. So do bear in mind that. Also, if you are very vigilant, you'll notice that in-game currently there is the little Uru that's there. Oh, the ancient casket Uru. So it is Uru. So go and check that out, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.